Hello, 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 hello. Can everybody hear me? Welcome to SethScapes. And we're going to be picking up at Boulder City because last time I had a little bit of a disagreement with a few people and then I killed them. So let's get things sorted. So I'm going to begin the game. Let's get things picked up from where we left off. Hello, Kim. Thank you very much indeed for joining. That's wonderful, and thank you to Tom as well. Thanks for letting me know that the sound works. That's awesome. So one of the things that I wanted to get discussed at the beginning, just before I get started properly, I wanted to discuss the DLCs. Now, under the current rule set, I'm not allowed to use any explosives, I'm not allowed to use any guns. The reason being is that after being shot in the head, my character has developed a rather irrational fear of, loud bangs. In character, that means that technically I shouldn't be able to complete Lonesome Road, because in order to progress with the storyline, I would be required to detonate a couple of warheads. By a couple, I mean sort of a dozen, really, in order to actually make it to the end. So part of me feels that it's not particularly in the spirit of the rule set that I'll be able to do that. On the other hand, that does lock me out of pretty much all but the very opening section of an entire DLC. So I just wanted to see whether any of you have got any opinions one way or the other as to whether I should be allowed to do it for the sake of that, and whether there would be other restrictions, such as I can only do it if it's plot critical, or I can only do it if it doesn't kill any enemies, or whether it's a case of, well, you're technically not using a weapon, you're using something that sets an environmental trigger off, therefore it's all fair game. So I just wanted to basically get a few opinions on that, one way or the other, before we begin. So I'll be mentioning it a few times as people join in. But yeah, it'd be nice to get some comments down in the chat or some messages through, just to advise me of your opinions on the matter. So in the meantime, let's get the hostage situation sorted out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up, and I should, assuming nothing has gone horribly wrong, he says, just as it looks to have crashed. Oh, no. Seems to be working-ish. What's gone on? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, it had to happen eventually. Ah, there we are. Right, powered through. It got there in the end. Yeah, so here we are at Boulder City, about to do the Boulder City Showdown. I've got Veronica with me. Some of you may have known that I travelled with Boone for a little while. He got a little bit upset when I kind of killed all of his mates. And then he basically left. And because he was no longer a companion or somebody that I could pick up as a companion, I kind of... yeah. Anyway, so I'm about to go in and check this whole
really don't have time to chatter right now.
hostage situation.
It's one of the biggest.
Yep.
It's probably just a political thing. You know, give a few speeches, shake hands with the troops, boost morale. Camp McCarran is.
Let's get some map markers. One of the things that it's been commented to me is that I don't always go through the plot properly. The reason why is basically not everybody who's watching has played through, and therefore I don't want to give any major plot spoilers. The purpose of this is that I go around and I basically get a little bit of a sort of murder on, and it hopefully should not give any spoilers to the people who've not seen this. And it was something that was sort of pointed out to me in a comment or two, was that that seems fair. If I just skip a lot of the main dialogue and things like that, it shouldn't be too bad. So what I'm going to do is come around here. And try to settle this matter without resorting to negotiation. For some reason they're a bit upset with me. Who's that? There we are. I can sell that later. There we go. Yeah, so it's a bit of an interesting situation. As you can see, we've got here just, you know, I felt that it would be boring if I just went in and, you know, freed the hostages and things like that. I was half tempted to free them and then kill them, but I thought, well, that's not really in the spirit of things, is it? You know. The sound effects are lovely. I wonder if there's a vending machine that needs a sacrifice. So, what have we got here? Yes, basically, I'm attempting to achieve, you know, a few sort of things. Yeah, eat loads of corpses, get some proper skills and things like that when it comes to that. Because one of the things that I'm going to find in this challenge is I will basically run out of ways of completing quests, and because of that, it's kind of going to. Well, it's going to suck, really, to be honest. I'm going to lose out on the ability to gain XP in the traditional way. Now, unlike Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, New Vegas was incredibly restrictive when it comes to the amount of XP that you could actually get from kills. It was mostly sort of plot based. The idea was to give you a more sort of narrative experience, which you know, as Kim points out very nicely in the chat, who needs plot when you murdering? Yep, that is very true. Who indeed does require plot. So there we go. Oh crikey, there's a few more Great cans here that I can consume. To be fair, given the amount of actual gunfire I went through, I'm genuinely surprised at myself that I'm actually doing the dine and dash. I guess I just kind of got used to it. But yeah, there we go. Let's and there we go. While I'm here, I can acquire some drugs. If there's one thing that, you know, the Khans are good at, is making drugs. So remember, kids, drugs are great. Oh, I got a level up out of that. Fantastic. So yeah, we're definitely at the moment looking at a few different sort of options when it comes to this. Now, one of the things that I want to do, there's a particular perk I want to take. Now, I think I need 70 in barter, even though it's a fast travel based perk. So I don't quite understand the logic behind that, but what can you do, eh? Now, let's see what other options I've got. So just, you know, sneaker's been sort of moving up steadily. What else? I mean, I don't really need speech as a crutch. I'm trying to avoid using that. Let's see. I might start seeing about getting survival to shift forward. So let's have a look. There we go. Long haul. Being over encumbered no longer prevents me from using fast travel. Now that's going to be pretty handy, because all of my buying and selling eventually is going to have to go through the Gunrunner's robot. So I'm going to have to learn how to basically get fast travel. Why this requires barter as its main sort of skill, I do not know. That is ridiculous, but what can you do, eh? So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm quite happy with that. We have a new plot. As Tom's just pointed out, that yes, that very famous thing. Remember, kids, don't buy drugs, become a rock star, and give you them for free. It's highly accurate. Highly accurate. So yeah, splendid. I don't even know why I'm being careful anymore. I've literally got that. You know, I can just get. There we go. Health back. Let's rob everybody's drugs off them. Sunset sarsaparilla. There we go. What's that? Turbo. Empties, empties, empties. I'm just grabbing stuff at this stage. I don't even know. Ah, well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Right, so, yeah, let's piece a few bits and bobs together, and we'll go from here. Oh, right, yeah, there's that guy upstairs. I can eat and then remove all of the various bits and bobs from him. I don't think there's anything up here, but I wanted to check. Cool. Boom. The great thing about having the PC version is I can just hit the Q key and it just sort of starts moving its way forward for me, which is excellent. So yeah, I've been looking at sort of perks and things like that I can take in the future now. It's fairly sort of straightforward, really. There we go. Let's grab some more bits and bobs. And yeah, most of them are just going to involve being able to buy and sell things. The reason being is I'm going to need an absolute load of cash all in the one go. The biggest reason why I'm going to need that cash all in the one go is because I'm only going to get one shot at all of the implants. There is not going to be a chance on earth of me, you know, getting some of them and coming back. I'm going to need enough money for the lot, because if I go to Dr. Usanagi, I think that's who it is that does the implants. Yeah, if I go to her, I can't then go away. You know, I have to basically, you know, get murderizing on the first pass, because that's the rules of the run. So, yeah. Hang on, so where's he gone then? I swear that there was an officer here. Odd. Or did he sort of join in the fun and get killed for his trouble? Seems to be remarkably familiar with NCR officers just sort of disappearing when I need them. You know, just because somebody happens to have attacked most of their friends with, you know, a hammer or a ripper, you know. I don't know. It's a thing. Right. So let's get all of this stuff back to the gun runners.
Hello.
Welcome, sir, or
Yes, yes. Right. So let's. Oh, right. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have too much other stuff. Right. So what have we got? I think what I could do is buy the chainsaw and just trade it in for some other stuff. I mean, on the other hand, there is Gehenna. Gehenna's shiny. Shish kebab. Very nice. I've got the carbide teeth upgrade as well, which is always nice. And HD chain as well. So if I go for alloy frame, boom. So now I can sell a few odds and sods. There we go. Sales. Right. Let's glue some things together that I was previously unable to do. I think we're sort of largely good on that. Let's get Veronica to carry some shit.
Good for me? Is it a dress?
No, it is not. There we go. Right, so that works nicely. However, we've now got this. Right, we need a volunteer. Whereabouts on the map am I going to find a volunteer? Might pop back to Good Springs and see if there are any stragglers. So, Spanky's popped into the comments and asked, Fallout London then, thoughts? Well, my thoughts are, very simply put, it just looks amazing. It looks so good, it looks exactly what we need, and to top it off, the fact that you got Voldemort doing the actual intro, you know, and he's one of my favourite Warhammer lore channels, because, you know, he's got that voice that's just perfect for it, and so yeah, I'm pretty damn happy with that. I'm thinking this is a very good, very good start indeed to, you know, how things are going to go there, and I'm really quite intrigued by the plot. I think we've got some, you know, good place to start really for that. So let's you know, as soon as I get the opportunity to sort of play the finished product, I will be doing that. Warhammer never changes. Yeah. No, seriously, like, even if you're not really that big on Warhammer lore, or, you know, the Warhammer game in general, I still absolutely would recommend that you know, just give a read to one of the videos that he does. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. He's just, the way he narrates and enunciates things is absolutely spot on, really. It really is. It's just perfect. So, yeah, I think we're definitely off to a strong start for that. think it's telling me I need to go this way. Oh right, yeah, you do consoles, do you? Okay. Yeah, it's a shame that they don't provide more support for consoles because definitely I think everybody deserves an invite to the party. Oh, Cazadors, what could possibly go wrong? Come here, my pretty. I think Veronica's feeling woozy. Come on, wake up, sleepyhead. Yeah, everybody deserves an invite to that party, and so I really do hope they make it possible. I mean, as it's effectively a total immersion mod rather than being a part of something else, then I think we're onto a bit of a winner straight from the get-go, because it should be. Yeah, everybody deserves an invite except for Cazadors, because Cazadors can just do one. Ah, bloody Cazadors. I keep forgetting this isn't the DLC version where I can just basically pick those up. So, there should be a town somewhere around here. A town which has some Viper gunslingers in it. Or as I like to call them, test subjects for the chainsaw. Oh. On the other hand, I think I'm about to be feeling a little... Oh, yeah, I'm a little woozy. Scrap heap. Okay, that's awesome. That's a thing that... Right, I have a feeling I've got some anti-venom somewhere. There we go, anti-venom. Cactus fruit, black coffee, mac and cheese. And some human remains. There we go. That's at least 5 of my 5 a day. Right, so I'm pretty sure this is the town of Bonnie Springs. And it's not going to be all that bonny in a minute. Because I'm pretty sure there are some Viper gunslingers here. One of whom has some special weapons that I might just have to give to Veronica. Some special knuckle dusters, and she likes punching things. So... Well, that did not go quite according to plan. Oh, beans. I've got to start off from there, have I? This is what happens when you don't quick save enough. Basically, I need to be quick saving so often that my loading screen turns into a slideshow. Oh, nib off. Right, I'm gonna basically just kill the other Cazadors, then I'm going to anti-venom, because there's very little point in me doing much else, to be honest. If I'm just going to basically wolf down some of these. I'm going to eat the books. Just get some healing on the go to counteract it temporarily.
Uh-oh.
Yep, but no to you too. Yeah, I was woozy before. Right, actually my health is kind of a bit lower than I was expecting. Maybe just grab some human remains. Yes, alright. Fine. Oops. I've accidentally hurt Veronica. It's fine. Right. Now for some anti-venom. And now for the F5 key. Ah, poison removed. Yep, there we go. Right, so we're on to a winner. I think what I might do is attempt to sneak into there. So let's... bleak venom. Oh, that's the thing I can attach to my chainsaw. That could be quite funny. Like a chainsaw that does poison damage. Okay, Kim, well, thank you very much indeed for joining, even for the brief period that you know, that we've been playing so far. I'm sorry it took a little bit longer to get everything sorted than I'd originally planned, but I really do appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much for supporting. Yeah, it's always nice to see my friends here and have everybody join me for this wonderful journey that is absolute annihilation of all living creatures. Ooh, gumdrops. Let's get some sneaky sneak on the go. Oh, beans. Okay, fine. Oh, that's why I couldn't get a lock on in that. Oh, balls. Right. Let's try doing that. That might help. No. I'm going to do this if it's the last thing I bloody do, alright? Right, that's... Oh yeah, that screen's not a normal screen. That's because I've installed a mod because something was cheesing me off about the interface. Like basically it just wouldn't give me the option of doing certain things in survival mode, so because, well, I can only assume it was bugged. It felt really bugged, so, you know. Viper leader. Ah, she's got the knuckles. There we go. Once again, the power of drugs compels you. Right. Ah, You're awake. So, the chainsaw really did quite a good job, I would say. I think I'd call that a success. So, what I'm going to do is let's wait a little bit. Do a fast travel. Maybe sleep. You know, restore everything to optimal condition. And we'll go from there. Yeah, because I'm thinking I need to sort of find somewhere where I can just sell stuff. And not sure if the gun runners, if I'm going to have enough. Well, if they've reset the inventory by that point. Let's have a look. What options do we have? That's another point. Why don't I just actually start sticking a few things together? Metal armor reinforced.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
I don't think you can take.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Fine.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Okay. Oh, it's just equipped love and hate. That's quite good. Rightio, let's head back to the gun runners. I can always attempt to get some upgrades.
Welcome,
Let's see
Sir
whether
Orman.
he's reset. Have you reset? Yes, you've reset. Boom. I knew the waiting in place would work. I never doubted me. I'm just wondering whether I might sort of use the combat helmet or the first recon beret. Probably I'll sell the combat helmet and use that to there we go. Use one thing to repair the other. So why am I selling the duct tape? That actually might come in handy for something. What else do we actually have here that might be of help? I mean, we could always try something similar to, you know, a power fist or something. Some point, I'm hoping to get Veronica the two-step goodbye, because if she then manages to get a critical, I basically give her Boone's Berry, increasing the critical chance, and she can basically start detonating people. It's a very, very effective weapon. Okay. Not everything here is exactly what I was originally looking for, but, you know, we've certainly got some options. So... Oh, Tom's been like, what was that energy weapon? I'm pretty sure it was plasma grenades that they were throwing at me back then. The green explosion plasma grenades. Troublesome things. They do inflict a fair whack of damage. Right. So from my perch atop this brick wall, we've got a few options for where we can go to next. Now, I don't think I'm going to go into Vegas itself yet. I think what I'm going to do is go around the outsides and see what I can do regarding just sort of discovering locations and picking off stragglers from outside. Three sides, so it's going to be getting there. Crimson Caravan.
Evening.
Evening. Cool. Don't expect they're going to be very happy with me, but what can you do, eh? Okay, so Freeside are perhaps not my biggest fans at the moment for some reason. But, you know, it's fine. I'm sure that nothing will go wrong from here on. Right, so North Vegas Square, so that's not somewhere I want to go into because I've got a few things that I need to get done first. So at the moment what I'm planning on doing is just discovering a few locations, because the more locations I can basically discover, I'll be gaining a bit of XP for it, as well as I'm going to be looking at ultimately it's going to help when I'm struggling to be choosy with quests. This bit for some reason always crashes on me, so I'm going to be quick saving a little more than normal. Yeah, now I've got myself a really quite decent set of grindy weapons. Oh, hang on. Well, it looks like she's got this one. I forgot that, you know, fiends occasionally just kind of turned up. kind of ran on into it. There we go. So much plot in this game. So much plot. Bloody thing. No, there's normally enemies somewhere around here. There we go. You know what? I'll just let her do it.
I'm not even making a dent with this.
Yes, you are. Just decapitated her. Right. Memphis Kid outfit, okay. There we go. There are some challenges that I mentioned I wanted to complete, so I'm going to have to get my hands on a funky, shiny golf club so that I can take on Mr. House, because that's a challenge I can do. When I meet Caesar, I want to try and cripple his head with a throwing spear and then finish him off with Chance's knife, because I believe that should actually net me 2 achievements for a nice big lump sum of XP. So that's going to be quite handy. It's sort of using the map markers to see how far away I am from certain things. See if I can discover a few more locations. Right, so we are approaching something here. Ah, yeah, Monte Carlo Suites. That's Scorpion's territory, if memory serves. So it shouldn't be too difficult for me to just go around there, chainsaw first, and murderize a few things in the face.
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
Whoops. Sorry about that. I've been forgetting to eat people as I go.
I've had worse.
There we go. Got some health back. Okay, I just went through the wall while I was doing that. That was wonderful. I'm sure that nothing could possibly go wrong.
For the Brotherhood.
I mean, this is quite wonderful. It's very, very wonderful. So might as well dine and dash this one. Start adding a few limbs to the bank. I want to be sort of walking around. I can just imagine my characters sort of walking around with like a sack full of human remains. Roller. Okay, so that was a named person. So if you hear a bit of a sort of rumbling, my headset is not the greatest, and it's proving to sort of get in the way more than it helps, really. Oh, I've got a weapon repair kit. That's good. And get some ammunition for selling later, because ammunition has a great weight to value ratio. That occurs. What do I actually now need for a weapon repair kit? So I need duct tape and a wrench. I'm sure somewhere around here they'll have that. There's duct tape.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
There we go. Let's give you something a little bit more substantial. Let's repairize all of this together. Pull queues are going to be quite interesting, because with the weight of one there's not a great deal, but if I am allowed to complete the Lonesome Road DLC, I'll have access to a weapon that can be repaired with a pull queue, a weapon which a sneak attack critical can, I believe, actually kill every creature in the game, because it just becomes that powerful. If I could pull off a sneak critical against the legendary bloatfly, it'd probably kill it, because the multiplier and damage is just that much. So that's good. Let's just get a few more of these. So yeah, we're clearing out a few things. I want to have a look and see what stuff would be available for getting the DLCs done. So the question is, where do I start first? I mean, you know, I could either get myself, you know, abducted by like a load of mad scientists and start going around, you know, with them and get that all sorted, and you know, enjoy a little bit of extra science. I could try heading up north and going to the well, basically meeting Joshua Gramer, and just because it's a quick DLC, it's something that's quick and shouldn't take too long. While I'm up there, I can shampoo us some aliens, because I believe, unless I'm very much mistaken, I did go for the Wild Wasteland. And going for the Wild Wasteland, well, that means that there's some aliens. So let's do that. Let's shampoo us some aliens. At least I can discover Northern Passage and then decide whether or not we're actually going to go for it. I just want to discover this location too, while I can. So, I keep making myself over encumbered, but you know what, it is what it is. Keep having my alarm go off in the background. It's because it's telling me I need to get to work, but I'm not working tonight, so that's fine. I will be staying awake quite late,
Welcome,
but I
sir
won't
or
run the
madam.
stream
Do you
too
wish to
late,
purchase something?
because I do believe
I am
that
ready to
some of you
process
guys
my
might get
transaction.
bored of me eventually, so I figure manageable chunks is probably the best way forward for this. Oh. Down, okay. So let's start heading up in that direction now. At least I can get it discovered. And then maybe a couple of odds and sods I can unburden us of on the way. There we go, discover farmstead. Unless I'm very much mistaken, this place has got some wildlife. Just going to discover this as well. Valuable weaponry. Neat. Let's go and murderize this Cazador. Appear to be wounded. Ah. It's because somebody decided that they were going to use a grenade rifle. It's just not on, really, is it? Just not cricket. Right. What are we gonna do? There's gonna be some beds in here, aren't there? Yep. Irradiated water. Where on earth have you been? Probably headed to Camp Searchlight, I would expect, by the sounds of things. There's a definite strong possibility. to the gun runners to see what we can find.
Welcome, sir or ma'am.
I doubt it will have reset by now, but might be something I can buy that I'll be interested in. Something expensive, which requires, you know... Is it Combat Armor Reinforced Mark II? That'll do, because I can basically flog that. Yeah, that bugged out on me, so I'm cheesed off about the recon armor, so I'm actually not going to keep that, I've decided. Because of how frustrating the whole thing was.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
There we go.
Welcome, sir or
Even
ma'am.
better protected. I'm just going to sell these. I know that some people would consider that to be blasphemy, but I genuinely don't mind it. What's we got left? That much. There we go. Much nicer. I think what I'm actually going to do is sleep for the full duration and go from there. So I'm just going to basically pause this there for a second, guys. So just allow me a moment. It's going to go muted. Nothing really is going to happen. The game is going to run itself its own little screensaver, by which I mean literally the camera's going to start rotating around the character and doing all sorts of stuff. But that's fine, you know, because really, this is a character that's just getting on with things. So yeah, that's what's going to happen for now, as the clock winds itself on. But I just need to take care of something very quickly, and I'll be back with you shortly. Thank you. Sorry about the wait there, guys. So, yeah, just had to deal with a few things. The door kept sort of opening and shutting because there was a breeze in the conservatory, so just had to deal with that. Household problems, yay. So, somewhere over in that direction there's going to be a cave that I'll need to go into. But I believe that somewhere up here there should be spaceship. Assuming I'm actually in the right place. There we go.
Uh-oh. For the Brotherhood.
She seems to be taking care of that. Come on, Veronica. What are you playing at? I've given you the shiniest new armor. Oh, I wonder if you can eat aliens. Oh no. Technically, I suppose it doesn't really count as cannibalism. If you want to get technical. Still, I wonder if it's possible to do that because, you know, why not? There we go. The little blip has appeared. Northern Passage is about to be assigned to me as a fast travel location, which should be nice because that way I'll get the option at the very least. Because there are some really good things that you can pick up from that DLC. For one thing, you get all of the decent armor, and then you get things like Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist, which is very, very handy indeed. Plus, if you take the Sneering Imperialist perk, you get some really quite funky things. For example, there's some really unique dialogue that you can say if you've gone for the Imperialist route, because you basically get to insult all the tribals, which, you know, is just brilliantly funny, to be honest. So, that's one option. But there is another. Which is all the way down here. But you do have to do it late at night. Okay, I'm halfway to, you know, the next section. Can't sleep when enemies are nearby, huh? Because you see, it's over here. These little eyes observing via this satellite. Would in fact have the option so that's the question. Do I go for that one? Do I go for the tribal route, or do I go for the science route? Because I could do technically Lonesome Road, but I don't think I'm quite ready for that at the moment. Certainly not as a melee build. And I definitely do not want to be doing the whole dead money thing without a very specific couple of items. Basically, I want the means to take in a really ultimately powerful melee weapon. And the only way that I can think of to do that is by killing a particular Deathclaw in Lonesome Road and taking its claw, which counts as a quest item, allowing me to then turn it into a unique weapon once I'm already inside dead money. So the whole thing's a little bit complicated, and I'm fairly certain that you would get bored of me doing that. So that is the question. So what do you guys think? Anybody care to comment? Right then. I think that's the answer.
Howdy, friend. Just like that, huh? You got... I bet you...
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of a few things. Those are both light, so I can find some use out of the light armor. It's just, I mean, as fun as the chainsaw is, I think the Ripper might be more helpful.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Fine. Oh, right. I see.
making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Yes.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Right, okay, so if I take, say, reinforced leather armor.
Hey, I can't
okay,
really
maybe
move
not.
now, but I'll follow you in spirit. Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Ah, there we go. Got there in the end.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
That'll do. And then we can...
What's up?
Hey, little lady.
talk to him.
I travel light on purpose, so... You...
Hopefully I'll be able to get that all back at the end, that 100 caps. Because, you know, there is going to be a certain amount of, well, they'll definitely be wanting to provide my bits and bobs back to me when the time comes, for sure. Right, so let's look at what my options are. Let's get things up so that they're in increments of 5. Actually, I think I'm going to have to start dealing with these just so that they're in increments of 5, because otherwise it's going to wind me up. Something awful. But for now, let's start that moving up a little bit more. Pop a point into lockpick. It doesn't do anything, but why not? It's a spare.
Are you here to jar at me? I bet you ain't never.
Well, then, what stuff do I have to actually get rid of? Alright. Fine. Let's go to the gun runners, see if we can sell off a couple of other bits and bobs.
Hello. Welcome, sir or ma'am.
I'm going to get rid of all the blinking cases and things like that as well, because they're frustrating me. Actually, I could probably recycle those. And then right, maybe that will do. Okay. So I'm going to pop that in there. Sod it. Why not? And go over the 100 limit. Leather armor. It's in peak condition, so it should take a bit of punishment. Yeah, let's go for it.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed.
I think let's
Guess I can't blame them.
see if we can
With a
skip,
Hoover
maybe.
Dam, the Malpace
I don't
Legate
think I get the chance to skip.
finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver
Okay.
kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality,
Alright.
old Jed.
I wonder whether I can kill my companions before...
It's not a problem.
As it turns out, I can. Is it possible to attack you? That is the question. See, aha. All right. There we go. Right, well that was one successfully survived ambush, even though I completely forgot what I was doing. So yeah, on to a winner really. Oh, Happy Trails Caravan Guard, let's eat them. we got? Well, I've got a 9 iron, so at the very least I'll be able to do an achievement challenge when it comes to Mr. House. So that's always helpful. I already emptied those, didn't I? Yep, I did. Perfection. Did you just steal my kill? Right. I've never done this before. Let's find out whether it's possible to murderize him without talking to him first. Ah, beans. Okay, fine. I guess we're companions.
White legs. La, I meant no offense.
Right. No companions. At least for this. Mostly because I'm basically just going to be like killing the bejesus out of everything that I come across. Like, if it exists, it will be unalive. Yeah. Okay. Alright, there's an achievement for killing Yaogwai. Very good. Very good indeed. Alright, let's see if we can achieve that achievement by murdering things. Because why not? I mean, this, if I'm honest, is probably going to be a very short DLC. When you think about it. Because basically, I can't go to a camp and leave any survivors. So, technically speaking, I'm almost obligated to just deck anything that I come across. Practically required to get rid of Daniel and Joshua Graham the instant I bump into them. So I'm going to see what what can happen, I'm probably, this is about as close to speedrunning a DLC as you can get without using sort of glitches and exploits. Always wondered what was down here. Nothing of note by the looks of it. Okay. That's... oh, boy. Oh, that's a Cazador. I'm just going to sit here slurping the water until I heal, because why not? There we go, that's better, isn't it? Better when I actually use proper healing items. Oh dear. Chance to get a little bit of XP on the go. Not much, but you know.
Glad you made it.
I wonder whether you're able to kill him now that we've spoken at least. Oh yeah, two bears high-fiving. Oh, I forgot that was the thing. Right, so maybe
Nash me with you.
see, Two Bears high-fiving, interestingly enough, was a character based on, remember right back at the start, first ever episode, where I was talking to Doc Mitchell, and as I was talking to him, he went through like a Rorschach test, and as part of that Rorschach test, oh, I can kill follows chalk as it turns out, okay. Yeah, as part of that Rorschach test, there was basically a like really neat looking ink blot that looked well, I mean, one of the options were things like nuclear explosion and things like that, but what it actually looked like, you know, as the community decided, was it actually looked like Two Bears high-fiving. And because enough people said it, the developers of the game decided, you know what, let's make this character look like that, but it's only if you've got the Wild Wasteland perk active. I'm assuming these are all going to attack me. Yeah, so they're all attacking me for basically no reason. Do I want the critical chance, or do I want the armour plus the melee weapons plus 5? I think I'm going to switch to that, to be honest. I think it could be pretty useful. And a Yao Grey Gauntlet. Let's get some eating on the go.
This is where the road ends.
Crikey. Yeah, it was taking off like a quarter of my health per shot. Right. Let's try again. Oh, we've got boxing gloves. That could be quite funny. And we've got a light shining in darkness, which is very good. Very good indeed. So, Joshua Graham's armour. Gonna be quite handy. Very handy indeed. Don't know why I've got that, that's just ridiculous. Huh. The stuff that I've picked up is nuts and I don't know why I've got it. So yeah, I should probably get some aid on the go actually. Is there a place I can sleep around here? I have a feeling my karma's not looking great. Oops. There we go. There we go. Right. Excellent stuff. Yeah, so it's just a question at the moment of sort of what to do really to get things moving along. So I think I'm just gonna guzzle a beer and see what happens. See how far I can get myself with this. We've got a bridge system, there's a cave coming up. We've got the river itself. Should be easy enough. Because the next step is me just basically going around on a bit of a rampage. But I want to find some of the stuff in these caves. Maybe if I go up this way, see what we can do. Oh, right. Yeah, so we found the survivalist. That's what I was looking for. Maybe Two Skies Cave is going to have some cool stuff in it. Let's have a look there. Because this is all amongst the survivalist's cave. And one of his caves... Of course there are traps, aren't there? Oh, that was fortunate. Some of these things are a real shame to be leaving behind, but what can you do? There we go. There we are. No living creatures. Oh, that's just a shame. Just turning up, unleashing the Ripper, which is not a euphemism, by the way, before any of you utterly sick-minded people get any ideas. Okay, cave. Yes, this definitely seems like the sort of place that I want to go. Why not? Well, that's interesting. need to get rid of another 6 Yaograi. I see no issues there. But the question is, this is the Yaograi cave, right? And there's only cubs here. There's got to be something good here, right? Surely. There's no hidden bits and bobs stashed around. Right, okay. So that was a thing. Beans. Alright, what can we do? That's the thing. So, yeah, lots of different places to explore. This is definitely an explorer's map. It's not really made for the rule set that we're playing under, but there is definitely a lot here that can be done. Especially when you're playing a sort of standard rule set, it does tend to sort of favour a lot better. Most of the time, I think, when I'm sort of playing under normal settings, or, you know, rules, I suppose, you know, under the normal situation, you'd find yourself simply, you know, going around to all these places as a matter of ensuring that you've got plenty to you've got plenty of the resources you need in order to complete the main quest. But for this, generally, you know, it's a little bit different because you're not really using as much of the standard stuff that you otherwise would. Like, you know, you're not going through the main quest missions. Oh crikey, that's a lot of damage that they've done to me there. Oh crikey. I might use those, see, under normal circumstances I'd use those jumpsuits to give myself strip reputation. Because I'd have given them to, what's her face, Sarah Weintraub. That's a point. I can actually drink a load of water items and it would work. There we go. Ghost den, huh? What stuff am I impacted by? I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that's going on right now. A lot of stuff. Hey. I don't know what that is that keeps doing that, but oh yikes, okay. I think I should probably, I don't know about you, but I'm sort of leaning into getting some healing on the go here. Thinking that might be a plan, huh? Damn. I mean, that is a lot of... there's nothing really down there. Let's just eat them. Let's just get some eatings on the go. Oh, there we are. Not sure how far away I am from this, but you know, every corpse is just that little bit closer to. What the hell? Okay, that's random. Let's get that moving up. Melee needs to go up a little as well. If I get science up now, I can hack the next level of terminals, and that should be helpful. Aha. I'm half tempted to see about, you know, that just to sort of help. Like, you know, don't take loads of raiders, junkies or tribals trying to settle or stay alive in civilized lands. Extra 15% damage, get a bonus to hitting VATS, and also the odd bit of dialogue which works nicely. I mean, that's another one. Items with a weight of 2 or less weigh half as much. Always handy. Travel light, that's useful because wearing light or no armor, run 10% faster. I mean, that's a pretty handy thing as well. Or I could put another point into intense training. You know, that's a possibility as well. I was just trying to think, pack rat's probably useful. Let's have a quick look and see if there's anything else that might sort of work for me. And piercing strike, I need unarmed. So I'm probably going to have to start putting things into that at some point soon. Yeah, burden to bear, stacking with strong pack would be useful, so when I get to level 30 that would be nice. So start looking at things for the future. And I think that's probably the way forward. Oh yeah, that would be a useful one as well. Be the ability to add to my cannibal by eating ghouls and super mutants. Yeah, I think pack rat's going to be the most useful. See, that's dropped this right down. Garachi, right, so let's have a look and see. If this is one of the survivalist's more interesting ones. No. You dick. I'm assuming I was supposed to put that, like, not use it that way. Okay, this is great. I've just poisoned myself and... oh, beans. Right, so that was a thing I did without realising what I was doing. Amazing. Well done. There we go, poison removed. Right, now can my vision go back to normals? Really? Yeah. Darn it. Okay, fine. Let's go around the long way since it's that interesting. Oh. Crap. I thought I had more reach than I did. Fine. Yeah, I've gone back on myself, haven't I? Egypt. There we are. That is slightly better. Ah, dear. It's fine. It's fine. Gee. That's... Okay, one of them sort of snuck up on me then. Crikey. go. Let's have a look. Let's give those a try. Spore plant pods. There we go, that's slightly less irritating. Just a couple of scrap metals, huh? Like those. Well then. Boom. There we are. So right. Let's travel down there and then go north. Where'd you go? Oh, here you are. You can F off and all. Darn it. Bloody cazadors. Right, fine. I'm actually genuinely struggling against tribals here. This is a problem.
Baron, stop!
Losing some karma here. But what can you do? Right, let's see what options we have available to us. Giant Cazador now has to die. Well then. Slightly overestimated my abilities. Then again, I was also using a chainsaw last time. Right, let's try this again and see if we can do it a bit cleaner, shall we? Let's also remember to quick save once we've killed these people, so we don't have to do it for yet another occasion. Stop underestimating my opponents. Oh, you absolute... Damn it. I was hoping to use the pathing to my advantage, but it does not seem to want to work. Right. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Right. Let's try. Right, you absolute shit. There we go. Right then. Yeah. So there we go. Some improvements now, presumably. There we go, bridge. And there'll be something fun and exciting up here. What will it be? Oh, it's that blinking cabin, not cavern. Yeah, the general store, which means I think there's going to be geckos, maybe. Not geckos, yeah, mantises, right, yeah. There's teddy bears, toy cars, and all sorts of funky things. Very exciting. Fairly confident that somewhere around here there was some nasty critters. Did we get them all? Yeah, we did. Anything exciting up here? Doesn't really appear to be, does there? Right, where are you? Let's do some murdery stuff. Ah. Come back here so I can bully you with the chainsaw. There we go. I'm going to try and remember whereabouts the cave is that I'm looking for. Honestly, there is one cave in particular where I can pick up some pretty amazing things. Right. Gets me plenty of health. I know that took a while and I do apologise. Caterpillar's Mound. Right. So I need to find, I believe it's in here somewhere. Oh, there's a particular cave, and it should have some rather tasty armour in it. I was not quite expecting to be getting in a sort of, you know, this type of fight with one of the companions, but not much I can do about that. There we are. Right, that was actually quite a hard fight. I'm not going to lie. That was actually really quite difficult. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll get that moving up again. Lockpick, let's get up to there. Controversially, I'll pop a couple of points in explosives. The reason mostly, to be honest, being I'm going to have the opportunity. Let's put that in survival instead. I have the opportunity to sort of disarm like traps and things a bit faster. So we'll see how that does really. Yeah, that shouldn't be too problematic. Yeah, so now it's just the bit where I go around and eat everybody that I've just killed, of which there should be a fair few people, to be honest. So let's have a quick look and see. Get some of this moving up a little in terms of repaired. Yogi Bear Gauntlet. There you go. Oh crikey, that's why that wasn't protecting me very well. Great. There are marine forces. Okay, so that explains why, because I've really not been paying enough attention by a long stretch to what's been happening here. Great. Great. Yeah. Let's eat Waking Cloud. going to get myself into a position where I can do basically, you know, where I can leave at any point. So if I get bored, we can just go. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my time just sort of going around. Doing whatever, really. So yeah, I can leave whenever I like now. Whitebird's Cave, that's the one that's... I think he's going to be a bit cheesed with me though, to be honest. Yeah, he seemed to be upset with me. Cool. There's always some fun stuff to work on. Right, so I can leave any time I want now. So, really, what happens next literally is entirely up to me. Half Mouse Cave, anything fun in here? So we've helped a few people's heads glide gently off their shoulders. So that's nice. We've annihilated the odd person here and there. Oh, there we go. Quite understand why he was just sort of sitting around, but what can you do, eh? Yeah, there we go. Splendid. Ooh. You all seem to be having a bit of an ad hoc approach to this. Yeah, sort of drip feed me people that I can just pick off piecemeal. It's not really ideal. Right. So, let's make our way up. See a Crossroads Cavern. Well done. Okay then, fine. My karma really is probably not in a very good place. Oh well. What can you do, eh? Maybe I should take some drugs. I'm starting to suspect that it's not a grand idea to take on a ton of people with axes. So you know what I'm going to do? Just murderize that guy. Eat him. Rob his stuff. I'm going to use a stealth boy. Because I've got a few of those. Right. That's more like it. Wheat flour cave, right, so that's not... Okay. Somewhere I'm going to have to cross over and over and over and over, which is less than optimal, but... Oh, great. So that's crashed. But you know what? Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Yeah, nothing too major. But you know, it's been quite fun so far. I mean, some of those fights were really quite difficult. I was really hampered by not being able to just blow somebody to smithereens with a gun. So yeah, let's call it there, and we'll pick up with the next one. You know, it should be quite good. I mean, ultimately I'll be able to just leave whenever I want to. So right now I'm just hunting around for some gear that I can take out with me, you know, rare items and that kind of business. Should all be good. All be good. Right, thank you very much. I'm Dave. This has been SethScapes. And yeah, have yourselves a great time. Thank you very much, and goodbye.